Excellent. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dire Bear and welcome to Falskallan Nights. I am your host, the Bard with No Name. I just want to start this off with a happy 100th episode for me running this game and this pure insanity of everything here.
Yay.
Holy shnikes, I didn't think I'd ever make it this far. To be fair, I've been thoroughly enjoying the world building and making a story that my players have come in and absolutely ruined. No, I'm absolutely happy to have gone through all of this in 100 episodes. And, well, I can't wait to do a heck of a lot more. That being said, before we get into tonight's session, let's get to announcements. Spleen!
Oh my god, why? Why me?
Because we
Dad,
have to hear
no, I don't
Fanny's.
want to do it.
Because we have to hear Fanny's splendid voice.
Oh, Fanny's asleep right now. Fanny's sleeping.
Oh.
That's how you get the early bird special.
Mm. Hey. So, announcements is,
Dire Bear?
yes.
I mean, D&D Beyond?
We have merch.
Yep.
So, link it in the thingy. Did you do the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Put the merch link. There's some really good stuff in there. I have a shirt and also I have a magnet, but you can get like stickers and sweatpants and sweatshirts and hoodies and tank tops. No underwear, though not yet. Yeah, soon. Ding. And then also Patreon. We have a Patreon. We have one of those. I know those are like what serious people do, and serious little groups of people have those. You should go check it out because it's got benefits and things like that. Also, we have a Discord. Join our Discord. And then also thank you D&D Beyond. It's a website. It's great for D&D, tracking your character, or DMs that are tracking their little players and their little puppets. And this got resources like spells and characters and things like that. It's great. Just check it out. And then FX may vary. They are a fun group of individuals that are super talented in music. They also have made the outro song of our channel. It's a good listen, so stick around on our freaking stream, and then you'll be able to hear it at the end. So you have to stick around till the end. You don't just wait and then come back at the end. No, stick around. They also have their own game on Monday. I'm not sure if they've ended for this year and picking up yet. I'm not sure yet. But it's pretty interesting. Charminar is a great DM. She's almost killed my character.
It was such a good night. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, really close. But yeah, that's announcements. And then let's get into the intro. Let's go.
Do it. Go.
All right.
Go. We're just gonna change the camera a little bit because I see that myself's a little too a little off frame there. Do I look good? Now I look good. Hey. Last time on Falskallan Nights, these fuckers decided to fuck around in Moorg, and so after blowing my brain, I just decided to end the session. I was also super tired because of work. So at that point, I've decided to skip us all the way to Menestad, where there's a bunch of key NPCs and everything, and a bunch of people that the team them would absolutely love to have a chat with. That being said, you guys, after pretty much a week of traveling, time is a construct. I haven't decided how large this land is at this point. Mind you, given it's a week and you're with Spleen, and Spleen gets kind of bored, and you have to walk her a little bit.
Shut up. What the fuck? I'm back to body now.
Exactly. It's either that or you just like
With
run.
spleen makes me think you're with child, but spleen instead.
It's like the mix between like a toddler and a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Where
I saw
it's
that in an anime once.
oh!
I get that reference.
Yeah. Yeah, we will never emotionally recover from this.
Love when it just pops up as a reference. I love it so much. Just randomly.
It's-
Remember the terrible thing? Yes.
Did you ever experience the terrible thing? You need to experience the terrible thing with us. It's that and Tales of Bossing Say. Yeah. Those are pretty
Yeah.
much like the two quintessential nerd moments in life
Yeah.
that are universally experienced.
Yeah.
I posit the dog in Futurama.
Oh,
Oh.
No. Mine is SpongeBob and Patrick drawing up and dying in the SpongeBob movie. I remember that. I remember crying so hard when I first watched it as a kid.
Welcome to Falskallan Nights, where we give you emotional damage.
Stupid as shit. It's not even that sad.
Oh my god. Oh. After many days of travel on the road, seeing the many sights. It's great to be back at the hub that you all came back together. But coming close to the city, you start seeing the farmsteads, the familiar sight of the farmsteads that you had left many, many months ago. The legions of workers out in the fields tilling the soil to ensure a proper planting of a crop, bee tenders maintaining their hives. The life around Menestad is blooming. Eventually, you make it past the bridge, getting across the Samden, going into Iron Place. The familiar soot, or the Iron Bridge district, sorry, not Iron Place, Iron Bridge, where the soot around the city is still very much covers this particular section due to the heavier industry. You see the more familiar shops and roads that you'd already been in, the very tight-knit corners and tight-knit roads that have been definitely built for a different frame of people. Yimmer, Spleen, this feels absolutely great for you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to Menestad, the soul of the Heartland.
Mm-hmm.
The thing.
has anything changed?
Make a perception check or an investigation, whichever one you wish to do.
Going to perceive.
Well, what is it that you're actually looking for?
Just like kind of that nostalgic, like, oh, it's great to be back, but also kind of looking around and seeing like new buildings or things like that.
Mm,
So,
okay.
seeing if there's anything like noticeably different other than the seasons change.
Okay.
Yimmer would have known summer as well, right?
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah.
This was basically a hub for you.
Hmm.
Back when you and Diamondback were running crew together.
Yeah, as well as if there are any new guards. Like, I assume there would also be like, hey, I know what you like. I got stuff for you.
People's
Exactly.
general expression too, because like people can have a general expression. Things happen, people
Mhm. Yeah.
they'll wear it on them.
So, what is your perception check?
23.
23. This place is bustling at this point, and the general vibe of the air is because spring is now pretty much started. A lot of people are coming out and experiencing the sun again for the first time in a while, and so even though we're far into the spring starting, it's still just new season excitement that's coming in and out. And from the previous attacks on the city, you do see states of repairs and better in the more wealthier homesteads and whatnot definitely have their repairs done quicker than anybody else in say more poor situations. But generally the state of the vibe is very much go and energetic. It's not very much downtrodden, or there's like if there's a sense of negativity, it's very much in a moment, not an overall vibe.
Okay. Cool.
As for guards, I mean, what would have Yimmer done with said guards? Like,
Evaded them,
yeah,
schmoozed them, bribed them, partied with them.
yeah.
You know, kind of like, hey, you know me, you don't want to arrest me this time. Like, remember that night? It was fun.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you have a few connections within the guards themselves because, let's be honest, a couple guards can be very easily persuaded, especially if you want to make sure that they don't go to a spot whenever you're trying to fleece a place.
Yep.
So, but as of right now, you're not seeing them. Iron Bridge is it's pretty jam packed with people, especially in the main thoroughfares, because you have a bunch of shop sellers selling their wares and their foods, and the blacksmiths are up and full running with their forges going, their armorers, the weaponsmiths,
Okay.
and any sort of like heavier iron or like steelworks that are coming through, made for like simple repairs on beam work or carriages, other day-to-day stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's just what I was looking out for.
yeah.
So.
Well, I just wanted to jam pack that 23 full of lore too, so that being the case, the city is yours, my friends.
I think it wise to go check up on Glam and make sure everything's all right with her. Agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can.
I'll want to go see Sabrek. See what's been going on. All the usual stuff.
Yeah,
I
happy
can
to
do that myself, but happy to go with everyone if everyone wants to go.
Spleen, do you want to check in with Gelbin about anything?
Sure. I guess.
Okay. Well, we can stop by and see Glam and then head down to the. Well, you know.
Yeah,
Yimmer, I mean,
Gilvin's
we're
good.
coming with you.
Okay. So I'll come with you then.
Okay, I was like, what is. There's like a pause. There's too much pause. Just speak your mind, Howard. Get walk.
What?
Whoa. Acts too violent. Your background just naturally censored you.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so then you're gonna start with Sabrick or Galvin,
I
or
thought
are you
we were
going
Glam first.
Glam first,
Yeah.
then you're splitting off from there? Okay.
Yeah, because we can leave the cart and the horses at the stable.
Yep. All right. Cool. So, heading in through the Iron Bridge district, you end up in Noon Square, the same square that you'd ended up fighting. Initially fighting that giant, giant elemental. And the state of repair of this place is absolutely beautiful. You notice that the circle has been removed.
All new bricks.
All new bricks. You see that they haven't been thoroughly broken in just yet. It's one of those things where it's like you see a couple of kids trying to do a little bit of graffiti on them, or like try and scratch their names into them because it's something new and something fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually making it into the military ward and getting close to the place where to the guild hall that's there, and eventually at that point you do end up making it to the same home as there, and you walk in, Glam sitting there again, beautiful pink hair cut in a pretty much pixie style and almost showing off the burn scar that's on like a good portion of her like side of the head. And she looks up. Well, I didn't even expect you guys to be coming in here today. I thought you would have been arrested already by getting in through the teleport. Did you mention to them this time?
We didn't teleport.
You didn't teleport. What? What are you doing? Oh, wait, hold on. She just jumps down, runs up front, and sees Wind Biscuit and Flutterhoof.
Mm-hmm.
It's... Oh. All right, well, bring the cart out back. We'll find ourselves in this kind of we'll find ourselves some nice hay for them to eat, and we'll go from there. So, staying for a while?
Maybe just a day or two.
Yeah.
Well, I have your room ready. I'll have your room ready for you. There hasn't been many of the teams coming through lately, so at this point, we're just gonna work with it.
Okay.
So, that being said, food? Hungry?
Starving.
Perfect. I'll whip you up something.
Thank you very much.
So you bring the cart out back into the stable section that's that's there, and you still see like the blood stains that you host lean off at. It's basically just like
Oh my god. Oh, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
which almost
Yeah.
looks like a spray painted silhouette.
Oh my god.
It's one of those things where it's like you get caught doing a thing, it's just a giant wall of paint comes through.
Mm.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was why we went to the bathhouse, wasn't it?
One of the few reasons.
Yeah, that's true. There was a lot of times.
think-
You-
I think that was when I was jumped by Gubbins.
Mhm.
And I thought I thought they were a different group.
I mean, they started it, so
Did they? I don't remember. I think they yeah. Let's go with yeah.
from what you told us, they started it.
At least you remember.
I mean, at the very least, we know Spleen ended it.
Yep, that's a fact.
Yeah.
So you stable the horses. You get your cart set up in the right position. head back in, and there's basically like a charcuterie board all set up for you guys. Just a lot of hard cheeses and hard meats, uh, and a couple bits of berries that have survived the winter. Yeah. So at that point, you have a light smattering of food. A couple biscuits that have just been freshly baked.
Paired with a good cheese.
Exactly. It's at this point you do see, as you're in the middle of eating this food, you hear, "Oh, hey guys!" You look over and there's Elris.
Elris.
What are you guys doing here? I didn't expect you guys to be here. I thought that's. What are you doing here?
Well, we needed to stop in on our way through. We're heading somewhere, but it's a bit of a long journey.
Yeah, I mean, that is usually how that works, but I mean, I wasn't expecting you here. When don't you have access to teleportation now?
Yeah, but short story, not safe for Hal.
How? Wait, is this have to do with what Jarok is working on?
Yes, actually. A little bit.
Yeah, he was mentioning that a couple times every time I see him. He's very stuck in his books right now, so which apparently you paid him pretty well. So at that point, no, I'll just let him do his thing. But that being said, it's so good to see you guys.
It's good to see you too, Auris.
Agreed.
You. I don't know you too well. It points to you, Yimmer.
That's okay. Just one thing I want to mention. Teleportation, I've learned, is not safe for anyone. It rips you apart. And I don't want to do it anymore.
Well,
That's what she said. That is exactly what she said. I'm not even making that up. You get ripped apart and then reassembled. And no way to know if it's even the same you.
Howard and Elris have the same like expression and just hand motions, just like just Howard. Howard, just let him have his thoughts.
Yep,
it's okay.
Yes, teleportation theory wasn't really my strong suit, but it seems that it keeps putting us back together just fine, so...
Yeah. Wait, you telling me that's why you get sick all the time?
See?
Possibly.
I'm not crazy. Pointing over to Howard. I see that look. I see that. I know it. That's why.
Fascinating.
Do you teleport a lot? I actually have some stuff that helps with that.
I do teleport. I usually jump between all the guild halls because my contract right now is just to maintain teleportation circles and to teach any of the matrons there any sort of magic or stuff that they may need. That being said, I like coming here because Menestad just always felt like a second home to me. Yeah.
Is Glam in the room?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's in the back kitchen, just kind of prepping up a couple other meals.
Well, I do have one vial of an elixir that helps with nausea and other related symptoms from teleportation. Is that something that would interest you?
If I'm going to buy some sort of an elixir or tincture or anything else, I would do it from a naturalist or maybe a druid. I don't exactly trust you. You just kind of, guys, can we trust him?
No.
With what?
It's all different answers. You know, I'm not going to say that doesn't hurt a little, but I do get it.
What he says is not wrong. But There's always a but.
Yes. Okay, well, how about this? You smell like soil, and not the good way.
Okay. That you wanted a naturalist. What more natural is that?
That's not naturalism. That's just something else.
He takes dust baths like any bird I've seen.
That's not natural.
Might be for
You
a
just
dwarf.
said like a bird. What is natural? Do I not understand naturalist? I smell like nature. I bathe myself like birds in nature. Like this is just starting to sound a little prejudicial.
You know what? You're right. It is.
Oh, okay,
So
fair
it's
enough.
like a dirt bath.
Oh god. Oh god. Glam will continue our lesson tomorrow if I survive this room. Sam, she's kind of just. And Glam. All right. I'll see you next year.
So Elris is doing all right. That's good.
Mm. I do want to note that the door is still on its hinges.
True.
Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
We've all had a little growth.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us have gotten the growth removed. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, are we gonna stick around here or should we go see the other people?
Well, I was thinking of re-upping our rations, but we can do that closer to when we actually time to leave. You wanted to see Sabrak, I believe.
Yeah, because like we're going like kind of to the place where I was before, right? So feels like maybe we should ask him like what's going on there, and you know,
Be more aware of what we're getting ourselves into. Yes, I do
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
yeah, that responsible Yimmer thinking of like ahead.
See
you
if
are.
there have been any more sightings of Ronith. Arcalis.
Would
I don't know
you-
what we're supposed to call him now.
Surely our Carlis, once we help him remember the name.
Yeah, probably.
You mean no dodge?
Yeah, him.
Yes.
Oh, well, no dodge works for me, so maybe it'll work for you.
No doubt he'll remember you by calling him such a nickname.
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So off you go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's some stairs.
We'll have the food that Glam is cooking first, but yeah.
You eventually eat what looks to be freshly slaughtered poultry, and yeah.
Thanks for making this meal for us, okay? We're gonna go while you're still cooking. No.
Hey.
Yeah, you eat the rest of that meal. It's very fulfilling, very warm, and just like the sense of a good homemade meal is always just it hits right.
Yeah.
It hits the spot. That being said, you eventually make your saves back out into the Half Pint neighborhood to go see Sabrak. jumping into the sewer system and eventually finding your way, knowing all the little tips and tricks. Yimmer.
Oh, and that smell is going to be ripe beans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Halcyon sewers.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I was hesitant. It's, I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I unfortunately don't know what it is.
Oh, we could have taken like the sewer grate right above his place, but this was here.
There's one right above his place.
Make a deception check. Make a perception check, the rest of you. Or insight, I should say.
So we're saying deception, not persuasion.
I don't know.
I mean,
Have I just willed a sewer grate right above?
No, you haven't.
Okay.
It would be the stupidest fucking thing for a secret organization to have one direct access
Why
from
it's
public.
brilliant. That's why it's
Oh
brilliant.
god.
Layers on layers.
Well, that's
I mean,
pretty great.
see through.
13.
Wow.
That's-
For the,
Pretty good. 5.
oh. I was gonna say, like, for a guy who is built himself on the social construct, rolling up,
I rolled a 6, so
yeah, to get a 13, I'm
rolled a
like,
5.
wow, wow.
With my -1, I got a 14.
Oh,
Oh, how you're just too fucking pissed off to be in the sewers to see through his shit. You're just like, you just keep walking through. Howard, you're like, how the fuck does that work? Especially with a secret organization. And Spleen, I don't know what Spleen's doing.
I'm just here.
You just existing.
Yeah.
You having an existing kind of day.
Yeah, I'm existing. I'm here.
Spleen gets a philosophy degree.
I'm here, but really I'm not.
That being said, you do make it to the front door of the tailor shop, and you knock the password. Door opens up. You recognize the drow elf that opens it up. He recognizes you. You say the password. You get in, and you bring everybody in. You going direct to Sabrek.
yeah.
Cool. So you walk into the middle of the premises, and basically, it's one of those junction points that is has a bunch of different branches that go out, and so you see like the quartermaster there, Kagran, just kind of maintaining his weaponry at this point. He's kind of just looking everything over. You see a couple different drow. They're all pretty much drow elves, except for a couple of dwarves that are in this whole little spot here. A couple of like drow elves and dwarves are playing cards in the corner at this point. You see the bounty posters like being consistently updated and refreshed. You don't recognize any of the people that are on the board at this point. It's been a while since you've actually paid attention to any of that, but it's good to see that at least the ring is still moving up. Eventually, Tekran comes out of Sabrek's office and sees you Yimmer, and sees the rest of your crew. I say, All right, I see everybody here is. I'm assuming you want to talk to Sabrak.
Oh yeah.
Right, and
Is he in?
depending on the business, what are you looking for?
Well, it's been a while since we last talked. Have a bit of business. Bit of this, bit of that.
Right, that's fair. All right, well, you want in, but in you come. It leads you up the set of stairs. Yeah, he leads you up the set of stairs and knocks on Sabrek's office. One moment passes, another moment passes. Finally, the door opens, and Tikran pretty much ushers you in. He ushers you in first, then shuts the door behind him. Boom, boom, slides a lock in behind him.
Like just Yimmer?
No, the whole crew.
Oh, okay.
No, not just yet.
Oh, this is how it is.
Squirrel tactics.
Just takes a handful of slide and fill. All of it.
No.
All I can think about is like the tiny muscled psychos in Borderlands.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, you were all in there, and Yimmer, this is not the first time you've had meetings with Sabrak and whatnot, and so every time that you have a meeting with him, the door always gets locked.
Mhm.
So this is more or less standard procedure.
Okay.
This isn't like, uh-oh.
It was at that point they knew they fucked up.
It's like, I'm not in here with you, you're in here with me.
Sabrak, how are you doing, buddy? It's been a while.
He starts to attempt to do the to do the thieves canting. He's like, for God's sakes, I know it's not gonna work with you guys anyway. So what are you looking for?
Well, we were looking for you, so mission accomplished. Want to say hi. That's 2 for 2. I think we're off to a good start. I think. So anyway, been up to stuff. We're actually on our way, kind of further. Points up in there, east, and kind of sent us there before, and so kind of wanted to pick your brain about that. I want to see how things are. And start there. Did you guys have any questions you want answered?
One, we've heard from certain people that there was a dragon in that general direction. And we also heard that there was someone who held said dragon back with their bare hands. Any idea if either of those two have been sighted since? Especially recently?
Working with the Falskallan government, we all. Oh, my reports tell me that dragon died. There was a hole in its stomach.
Like, punched through, torn through, cut through?
From my reports, it was from inside out.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. Okay. Well,
so at that point, Port Delorn is pretty much not back up and running, but it is. It's going to take a while to get it properly restocked. That and the Falskallan government, due to the recent events of Menestad, Onver, Blocknesvik, Solness, Lumengai,
Mm-hmm.
have decided to allocate their resources into rebuilding.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So it's not up and running. And you're telling me you want to go out there?
Yeah. Because we're
Right.
searching for the other one. The Strunk guy.
Uh-huh. You keep mentioning this person to me. I've never heard any reports of him anywhere. Mind you, I haven't sent any of my scouts any further than Port Delorn.
Yeah, he's probably past there then. He said he was going that direction.
The only place of note is the Koriharen ruins. It's the only place that has anything of value out there, as far as we know. So,
Okay.
but you want to go back into the Orcish lands?
Want and need very different, statements. But yeah.
Fair enough. You're still going in that direction, regardless.
Yeah.
Right. So, do you ever think of how you get across the Bellin Rapids?
A whole lot, and I'm still not sure.
Right. Well, this could be an opportunity for me. If you're going to go out there, bring me back any information that you got. You see anything of interest that'll make us money, let us know. You might at least think that's you owe it to us for that.
Oh,
Wouldn't you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, definitely. Like, and that is actually a perfect segue into another thing I want to talk to you about. So like, you can't remember how I used to be like good for like elixirs and ointments and tinctures and the ones that would affect you a little badly and kill you.
Right. You know, you do realize Arlen is still recovering from the last time you tried to give him something like that, right?
I didn't try to give it to him. I did. But that's good to hear. Hopefully he's back and at him soon. Give him my best, or don't mention me at all. That's probably for the best. You don't want to stress him. I know high blood pressure kind of exacerbates the symptoms. So, yeah. But anyways, I was kind of thinking of getting back into that, but I kind of changed my focus to something a little more carnal, a little more user-friendly, as it were. And so I want to see if you would be interested in, I guess, selling it, and then I could supply you, and that makes everyone a lot of money. I can tell by your stoic face that you are intrigued because you haven't shooed me away. So I will tell you what it is. It is slide and fill. Does exactly what it says.
Jesus Christ.
It's erection based.
Okay.
So it's basically and reaches into the sack and it's like these little biscuits, like not as crummy as they are right now, kind of been smushed and such, but they are good. And basically, it just gives you a little more woo in your woohoo. What was that?
It gives your pecker a picker upper.
The pecker picker upper. I like that. Oh, hell, you are amazing. The pecker picker upper. Oh. Slide and fill the pecker picker upper. Yeah, I can see it now. So anyways, you can be the first to use that. You can even say you were part of that moment, Sabrak, that Genesis. of the slot and fill pecker picker upper. Gotta think of like the other one too. The wet maker. But anyways. So yeah, just wanted to see if you'd be open to becoming a business partner with that. It's an aphrodisiac, if we want to be like clear and concise.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. I love persuasion.
It's going to be very high, the DC.
Oh. 21.
He's been sitting there with a stoic face the whole time, just kind of letting you ramble. You hear like a little snicker from Tech ran in the back. Just, oh god, really? You're trying to do something like that?
No, I'm not trying, I'm doing.
Right. What are your like? At this point, this is Techren speaking. All right. So then, what are your margins? What are you making them out of? What's you're selling me something, but what is it? Like, what is it made out of? What does this do?
It is a proprietary mixture, I will say, but it is all natural ingredients, sourced by some of the most scrupulous of people on the black market. And so, yeah, don't want to give away too much of the secret sauce, but got a few different kinds. Got cloud, got fire, got oh, where is it? Oh, I don't think I have slot and fill ice. That one was a little minty, little fresh, cool sensation. But yeah, they all do kind of different things. The slot and fill regular, that's more so for like your regular folk. And yeah, normally you can get like 5, 10 gold a piece. And so like I would be happy to dispense a lot of these. I have 20 of the slide and fill plus. That one gives you a little more strength, so any acrobatic positions you wanted to try, you're very much able to. Actually, sorry, that one is 12. That one usually goes for 12. So I'd be able to part with them for 7 of gold apiece.
You realize I'm not buying any of this. I need to understand what your marketing is, how you're planning on distributing them, and let alone how you're making it, and the cost of materials for making it.
Well, the cost of materials is that 7 for slot and fill plus. If you just want the regular stuff, that's like 6.
Right.
Like, this is really lucrative. It's not really for the riffraff, it's more so for the horses.
All right, that's enough.
Hmm.
Yibber, I like your gumption, but at this point, we've got a little more pressing things to try and do. If you want to try and peddle what you're peddling, I'll allow you to do it in the city. But I want to see results first before I start taking an interest.
Oh, well, if you want results, here's a sample.
I'm not taking anything from you.
I swear this one is okay, as long as it doesn't last more than 4 hours. Then you should consult an apothecary.
Right. Like I said, I want to see results. If you're going to do it, go do it. That being said, if you want to get across to Port Delorn, I'll have my people send a word out to Ulska. We'll have a ferry set for you.
Awesome. That is helpful.
Thank you.
Like I said, there hasn't been a lot of scouting since that incident way back when. That incident 6 months ago. So, I'd like to know what is out there. If the lands are open and we can come in and start doing our thing again. And if there's anything of importance, I would like to have first acquisitions of it with proper compensation.
It sounds reasonable.
Good. So, Is there anything you need from us here?
Just to keep your eyes and ears open for this sort of ashen-skinned man.
Major image. He looks like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, all right. Tekran? And Tekran takes a look. Right. I haven't seen anybody like them, but if he's around the city, we could set our scouts out and figure things out.
Just don't pick a fight with him.
You
There's a
won't win.
really, really good chance the dragon ate him and he just slowly pushed his way out without a fuck to give. Acid and all. Like, I can almost guarantee that's what happened.
I don't know if I believe you.
Yeah,
I'll
that's the
take your
scary
word.
part.
There are a lot of weird things in this world. But I'll trust you for now.
We appreciate any information you have, whenever you have it. So,
Mm-hmm. And we'll bring back what we can.
indeed.
Perfect. And it's Sabrag. All right. He just he signs. Thieves can't get the fuck out.
Yimmer just waves.
Well, I at least understood. Wow, the accents are going all over the place today. I understood the one finger salute, so let's at least go.
Oh, that's just Sabrak. He always, that's always how he says goodbye to me.
I'll take that into consideration. Might need to try that myself.
Oh, you wouldn't want to say goodbye to me.
Well, we do part ways when we split up, and you go into the sewers more often than I'd like.
That is true. Well, we can start making it a habit.
Are you going to do that to me first? Is it? Never mind. Let's move on.
Yep.
We'll just have to see who says goodbye first.
Have you taken some of your own product right now?
Which one?
Did he?
Uh,
But yeah, so do we want to go see Gelbin? Or do we want to just kind of skip that?
Spleen?
I can't brain. I'm trying, guys. I am really trying.
You seem like you're having a rough day, Spleen.
I didn't get enough walkies.
the sewer smell's not hitting you good.
I mean, we can check in for any updates, but I don't want to talk to him.
Then we don't have to.
Oh,
Yeah, look, really, I doubt Gelbin would really know a lot about out there more than Sabrak. So,
yeah.
and he's probably just going to be a bit of a dick.
Yeah. And I'm pretty emotionally sensitive today. I know. Someone's leaving in blood. That's just how it'll be.
funny as that would be, I don't think we'd actually get anything useful out of it. There's no way that anything that his people have seen, Sabrek's people haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to ask for more of that whiskey, but it's fine without. You guys make bigger explosions now, so don't really
Yeah.
need that this time.
Most of the time. All right.
So are we preparing to go into orc territory?
Well, we kind of have
I just
to
hope
if we
you
want.
guys know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
It's not so bad out there. But granted, Diamondback at that time, and so that probably helped a little bit. But yeah, like as long as you can run fast when you need to.
It's not going to be fun, but
Yeah, no, I've been below the heel of them, so
shouldn't you be excited to put them below your heel now then?
I there I yeah.
You don't sound so
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know what has changed there, so
I mean, neither do we. That's why we go slow and steady and careful.
sure.
That's how we survive Solnez. That's how we survive in any unknown area.
Mm-hmm.
Do the best we can.
Yep.
You think I could make a friend out of an orc?
Probably.
Almost certainly.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. I haven't done that yet.
And then you can make them do whatever you want.
Yeah. So, Splee, if you want, like, beat him up, like, that's an easy, like, thing you can do.
You could beat them up, and then Yimmer could let you beat them up again.
Yeah, that won't heal decades of trauma. I'm sorry.
I didn't say it would, but it might make you feel better for a moment.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess rapids in this case. So, yeah, I guess we can just leave the sewers then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have a haste spell you can put on at least me?
Sure. It only lasts a minute. How?
It's 1 minute faster. I'll be out of this stink.
I mean, I guess. Or I could just give you Long Strider and not have you worry about. Let's do that. And I'm gonna give him Long Strider. I'm gonna give everyone Long Strider. Not worry about, being stunned for a moment.
Oh man.
Mark that off. And mark that off.
Yeah. All right. So then out of the so it takes you no time to get out of the sewers whatsoever. There's many different spots that you wish to jump out of the city. You could. Where exactly would you like to shoot off to now?
At this point, I'm happy to just bathe and leave.
We should check in with
Preferably.
Jarok.
Sorry?
We should check in with Jarok if he's here.
Oh, I was under the impression he would be staying at the academy.
Probably, but wouldn't hurt to ask.
Fair enough. We can at least get an update from him one way or another.
Yeah, I'll shoot him a message tonight. Just see if he's had much progress, if nothing else. Let him know where we're at. Yeah.
All right, so then at this point it could take you back to the guild hall, back into the military ward. So you can go back and Glam is back back at her desk, just going through a bunch of smatterings of papers that have kind of just been put everywhere. Elris is more or less kind of just studying in the corner at this point, just looking through a couple of his older tomes. It looks like more or less like the rudimentary stuff that you both had started learning back at the academy. So so at that point, the place is kind of quiet, and at this point, it's what, mid-afternoon, and it's been an absolutely beautiful day walking through the city, seeing the different sights and the changes in architecture as you're moving through. Yeah. Glam looks up. Has everything been good? Whew, you guys reek a little bit.
Yeah, we could use a bath.
I can see what we could do. Just throw on a little bit of water, but we will try and do any of the. What exactly? Bath. I guess I'll have to bring out some lavender. Maybe a lot of lavender.
Worst case, we'll just find a bathhouse.
That's fair. There's one around the corner.
Starting to open up about now, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's do that, and you know what? Let's do that. And who's up for getting some really, really good food?
There's a thought.
It sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
All right. So I remember you guys went to a fucking bathhouse here, but I can't seem to find it in my damn notes.
Yeah, it was the one with the couple and the dogs. And that's all I can remember off the top of my head. It was a nice place.
There was another one where it was a guy who
Yeah, it was
maybe
just a guy. It was
hand.
about to close down.
Yeah,
That
the
wasn't
guy
the
with
same one?
he had an amputated hand, but he also was able to use shape water to create a hand to manipulate the world.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck it, we're combining. I don't remember these things.
Yeah, I was thinking they were the same
Field
one.
district. Yeah, I remember that. Or military ward.
Yeah, you guys are in the military ward. That's where the guild house is. It's basically on like the in-between sections of the Mead Meadows and military ward.
Hmm.
So you can go back further into the military ward and be able to find this guy. And at this point, him and his plethora of dogs and his wife are
Hmm.
happily see you walk in and take customers. Immediately take them note of the smell and be like, well, we can do something about that. Let me draw a bath for you lot. My wife will make some delicious food, and we will definitely get right into this.
Wonderful.
Communal or separate?
Communal's probably fine.
Excellent. All right, individuals, communally. Got it. You get that, honey? Yes, I did, dear. And they basically split off in kind of like a well-oiled machine. You start seeing these people just go in through the motions, and it seems like they have, like, even though they've shut down for the cold months, they've now come back, and it seems like they've practiced this dance, and it's a beautiful series of motions that they both go through to set everything up for every one of you guys. So at this point, you have your baths drawn, and you have the cucumbers that are complimentary there, and with all the bath salts and the lye soaps.
Spleen's tasting the bath salts.
Oh no.
Make
My
a
God.
cannibalism check.
I know.
No, I'm just
I
joking with you.
remember that.
Yeah. They're very delicious this time of year.
Mmm. Salt and this, I don't know. It's a long word.
Yeah, it's at this point, like, he comes back. Yes, we usually get our eucalyptus from Ilburn's Cascade. There's a nice little grove down there.
I like how you knew what I said.
Yeah. I understand your gibberish, honey. You may not be able to brain too good, but I understand you're not brain too good.
Yeah, head is hurting. It's trying to kill me.
Hurdy head, not hurdy, right?
It's
You be drinking
rebelling
water?
against the. It's rebelling against the mother. Yes.
Did you take some medicine?
No.
Uh-huh.
Because I've been here. I didn't want to get up.
Hydrate. That goes for all of you.
Yeah.
I'll spend the points in a minute.
That takes leg muscle power for me to get up.
Don't worry, I've already got it, but you can do it again. I
Oh,
need to go grab
no,
some
you
water.
don't.
I drank all mine. Oh man, noises!
There you go. Old man noises.
Okay, so hydration.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you already did it.
Yeah, but you could do it again.
Not for another 9 minutes.
Oh, really? Oh, there's a timer on it?
Yeah, so people would stop doing it back to back.
Oh, you know what? Fuck
Forgot
you.
about that.
Stretch!
I'm making piss.
I mean, that's what we do, honey.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that is a good question. Is Enver in a different time zone?
No, it isn't. Or better yet, during your... You've not seen a notable difference in time shift or sun position when you've looked, when you've teleported between Menestad to Onver.
Okay. Okay.
That's because the world is flat.
I was thinking that too. I was like, it's flat. They don't have time zones in Falskallan.
My God.
No, it's because east is north.
Oh.
East.
Oh God, you're not. I know exactly what you're referencing. That being the case, yeah. So the bath is drawn and warm water. You're all sitting in these tubs that basically have like that would normally have like one of those dividers set between each of them, but they've been pulled out
Mm-hmm.
so that you could all just bathe semi communally.
Oh, that's what he meant by you could ask. Last time I just pushed them over, remember?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I.
He probably didn't. Hal, we could also drop by Rakeskins.
Wondering about that. I'm not sure how much we have to trade to him.
We did get that toenail.
We did. Though I suppose we still don't know how authentic it is.
I mean, he'll know.
I suppose that's true.
How do you think he'd feel if he found out we didn't fix the bag and we're still carrying it around?
I mean, it's a tool. We don't have to tell him all of our secrets anyway.
That's true. Just a curiosity.
I feel like he would react poorly. Although I do wonder if there's a way to track who enchanted the bag in the first place. Seems like a long stretch, and I don't remember much about that in my history of magic anyway.
I think we tried to, and it came up a dead end.
Ah, yes. Well, at the very least, I say we stop by, have him appraise what we have.
See what he's got to offer, if nothing else. He does do enchanting. And potions. I wouldn't mind preparing a little more before we continue on our way. Just in case. Unknown and all.
Certainly.
Yimmer, why did Sabrick say that you owe him at least that much?
Could be a bunch of things, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think when we went out to those ruins, we were kind of supposed to stop it from being overrun. But we didn't. So that could be a thing. I
mean, there was
may
a
or
dragon.
may.
I said, there was a dragon.
Yeah.
Gives you a little leeway, I imagine.
I guess it's kind of okay to say that I was kind of supposed to get dirt on Violet Fury. Was this close to killing him? But yeah, it didn't. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it didn't
Very
really.
troublesome for us.
What
Hmm?
kind of dirt?
Just something to. I don't know. I think he was giving Sabrak a hard time, something like that. And yeah, just want something to like make him back off a little. Um, he didn't actually want me to kill him. I just kind of was getting annoyed with the guy. It was like, hey, that could do it, and he was just lying there, but I didn't. So yeah, that could be what he's referring to. That's probably actually what he's referring to.
Hmm.
World-changing decision there.
Yeah. What would have happened if I did?
The world would have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Would it?
But also,
Like,
are
he's just
you
an asshole.
sure you could have killed him that easily?
It was during all that stuff going on with the elemental and fires and at the academy and all that stuff. He was like really hurt. Like, oh, help me or I'll die kind of hurt. And I really, really could have just gone over and said, yeah. But I didn't. But I
Probably a
thought
good
it.
thing. Because it probably would not have ended well for us.
But
No.
they wouldn't have known it was during a battle. It could, how would they know it's me?
I don't know, but they're kind of powerful. Who knows what they've got in place?
Surely Ivory has eyes everywhere.
Yeah. I do see a lot of potatoes around, so.
If they are in different directions, like antennae, it's sort of a V. He'd be a VTuber.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hell, you are on a roll today. You have the Pecker Picker Up, you have the V2. Menestad is good for you.
I suppose perhaps just travel is good for me.
That is, couldn't agree more. Especially
That
after
is
learning about teleportation. Don't trust it anymore. Just gotta,
perfect.
sometimes you gotta walk and stretch.
That is part of why I came here in the first place, to leave Enver, see what magics I can find and study in the wild, or at least in the rest of the world, outside of a overly clean academic atmosphere.
Oh yeah, that kind of like book stuff that you and Howard are into. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, that's why I get out in the dirt. Just like try it, see what happens. Like, get the shits now and then. But you learn.
Well, the important thing, though, is to write down what you learn, or else you're just faffing about.
Yeah, but then some random knob can come steal your work.
Well, not if you write it well enough and loud enough.
Did you say loud?
Oh, yes.
Whoa. I never knew you could write loudly.
Well, it's more of an announcement of what you've written, but the concept is similar.
Oh. I have to look into that. It may have converted me. I might start writing down some of this stuff.
Truly, it would be a boon to science itself.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But yeah, no, we're going out into the wildest of wild wilds, so yeah. You'll have a chance to like see what else is going on out there.
If someone were to say, quick, name every smell, would you not want a list that you've already made?
Well, there's good smell, bad smell, stinky smell, smelly smell,
Well, you
pleasant
must admit
smell.
that not all bad smells are the same bad.
Hmm. Well, yeah, no, that you're right. There are bad smells, there are deadly smells. Like that's worse than bad. So
True. There's skunk and sewer. They're both awful.
We'll label them under pungency.
It's an earthy smell, but not in a good way.
I like to call those misunderstood smells.
Sewer smell is a misunderstood smell. I will die on this hill.
Welcome to my TED
here's
Talk.
here's my 30-page PowerPoint presentation on this.
The first thing Yimmer ever wrote.
Mhm.
Fumes
Yeah,
are the future.
Like life is smelly, so like the sewer is smelly because there's lots of life. Like you can't
Mhm.
see it for a lot of the life, and you don't really want to stay near the lot of life because they're a little dirty and smelly. But like that's like things happening, and then like I don't know, what was the other thing we said? Skunk? Yeah.
Yes.
Everything has a purpose, even C. diff.
Oh my god.
See, Spleen gets it.
No. No.
This is the only thing that wakes her up is talking about different smells.
Yep, and bacteria.
And like the skunk just means the skunk got away. Oh, it didn't. But something happened.
Have you ever seen an exploded skunk? It's not great.
Like I've seen skunks in many pieces. I didn't know if they blew up.
Fire does no favors.
Nope.
Oh yeah, then you get that burning fur smell. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not a good
types of
smell.
bad smell.
Yeah. Unless you're cooking the skunk, and then it might be good.
Generally take the fur off.
Yeah.
well,
Well, I
where
didn't know.
I was from, actually, skunks and raccoons, we like them like pets, like and possums. But sometimes the babies, baby goblins, are a little too sensitive to skunk, so they remove the glands out of their asshole, so they don't spray. And then you don't have to worry about that with the skunk.
Do they do that for the other animals too? It seems like if they're going to have
Well, raccoons
people
and
pets.
possums don't spray. I mean, they can I mean, they have glands, but it doesn't like leave a smell and stuff. Like it's not a defense thing like a skunk. So usually, like if they want to have a skunk pet, and there's a little shit twerp, sometimes they just take the glands out of the skunk, and that's it.
I'm sorry, is the shit twerp the goblin or the skunk in this scenario?
The goblin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see it. That's fascinating. And he goes and writes notes on this.
Oh,
In
good,
this
you
day,
already
we
wrote
learned
this down.
lore.
Goblins keep skunks as pets.
They do little stompies.
When they
For
get excited, they
those
run and
wondering.
they show their butt. And then they run towards you and they turn around and show their butt again. But little do they know they can't do shit anymore. They can't spray. I'm their lord.
The day goes on. You guys finish up your bath.
All pruned.
Mhm.
One giant pruny potatoes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you go and you have an absolutely beautiful meal. You're all at the end of the day really tired, and you head back to the guild hall. At which you take a night's rest, and you have a full night's rest. You're consider all spell slots and everything healed and replenished, restored. You feel rejuvenated and ready to go. I'm assuming you're just gonna skidoodle.
Well, we definitely would have had dinner at the Elderflower.
So you wanted to see Durelia Yas.
Yup.
Mhm.
Nice.
As Spleen attempted to name her Magic Mommy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you definitely could have gone there. Was there anything you wanted to ask her specifically, or is it just like
Yeah, just for dinner.
all right.
Have a nice
And-
dinner.
Well, it's nice out here to see from y'all again. Uh he looks down at Yimmer. I recognize you. No, weren't you with the other fella?
Oh yeah, Diamondback. Really tall, handsome fella.
Ah, yes, him. Oh,
Yeah.
he was quite handsome.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll miss him too.
What do you mean you miss him? Where is he?
He's gone to join the choir in the sky.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's really sad.
Well, only sad at first, but you know he's got some good tunes up there, so
For sure,
not
for
too bad.
sure. Well, anyway, well, at that point, uh, you all have a really beautiful dinner with her. Okay, so the next day comes up. Wind Biscuit and Flutterhoof are all groomed, maintained, and well fed, ready to go. You've got fresh. You've got some fresh hay for them to eat, but also foodstuffs, rations, stuff for you guys to get to Alska.
I'll also have sent Jarok a message before we bedded down. Just a quick checkup, see how his progress is.
Yeah, and basically you were just trying to get him to do stuff on the Dread Plains Guard,
Mhm.
just to see if he found anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You basically get you send him a message. He replies back. There's a lot of information on Dread Plains, but nothing specifics. Nothing yet. I'll let you know.
Okay.
That's basically all you get out of a message spell anyway, or
Yeah. I didn't
sending.
expect him to give me very much. Very brief summary.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, you all get onto your cart and you start leaving. I guess, unless again.
I'm ready to go.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready to go.
So, running through the military ward, and eventually turns into Mead Meadows, into the farming district, and you definitely smell the smell of fermenting bees honey, which has made this part of town famous for, well, mead. It's It feels good to be back here, but you end up taking the Eastern Gate, leaving into the countryside, seeing the houses starting to disperse and sparsely spread themselves out to a point where now all you see is farmsteads and granaries milling over the fields that are there, and you start going. You just can keep continuing east, going in through the forest. You stop your first night, and it's a really chilly night. Sorry about that. It's a very chilly night, but very restful. You wake up feeling rejuvenated once again. There's an odd piece of sleeping in the cold, where your body just naturally rests and relaxes. You continue on to your next day, and you end up into Menestad itself, the familiar town. It seems to have been it seems to have picked up just a little bit, and I mean it's still a very small town to begin with, but the few people that are out and about uh, seem to be working and walking with a mission, more or less, just trying to keep up with the day's chores or get to wherever they need to be.
Well,
As,
I have no desire to make a pit stop here, but if anyone else does, I won't beleaguer them.
If we're avoiding, probably best to just keep on going. Make it quick.
Agreed.
Pass through. Smile and wave, as they say.
All right.
And everyone make notes of anything that we need before we leave, because once we get to Alska, we're done. Who knows what we're going to find beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
all right. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking up.
Notes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it has been a very long time since I've been here.
Take your time.
Okay. I actually can't find my missing in Alska.
Somewhere. Also, spleen here. Let me try this. I'm gonna try and cast Fire Shield on you. I'm gonna do this several times throughout the journey, and we'll see if I ever manage anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's gonna pass out in the cart.
Yeah. All right. I think at this point, I think I'm just gonna call it here.
Okay.
Because at that point, it's want to
Going
get
in orc
was-
territory.
well, basically, you're gonna get to Alska, and when it's gonna give me time to actually figure out where the hell my notes are for that. But
Mhm.
two, it'd also be nice just to have Lissa with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As like you guys get there,
Agreed.
it's gonna start this whole thing.
is gonna be
Right.
important. Make sure we got everything we need. And it'd be nice to
Exactly.
have everyone to make sure of that.
Yeah. Oh, where would I be?
I know. I know.
Spleen, she's right there.
In a coma.
Just T-posing down on the cart. All right. I want to thank everybody for sticking it out tonight with us. Our last session of the year. We'll be coming back mid January. I haven't figured that out just once. Yeah, we'll do January 15th as our return date.
Yeah.
Give us a couple weeks
perfect.
grace period of us just getting into the new year.
Mm.
And so with that, we'll definitely do that. With our ending announcements, I want to thank you, Mama Bear. Oh, I know she's not Patreon. She doesn't support us on the Patreon no more. But support our Patreon. Come to our Discord. We have merch. Please buy. I have a bunch of. I have a sweater. I've got a sweatpants, and it's really nice embroidered.
They're nice and comfy
Embroidered.
too.
Yeah, they're very comfortable, and they have a nice embroidered logo of the Dire Bear Company on there. It is absolutely fantastic. That being said, let's figure out who we're going to raid, and so please check out our games. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much done at this point. So if we don't see you before then, have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy holidays. Have a Happy New Year. And please be safe. We do love you. And I mean, once again, I'm going to self-congratulate, but 100 episodes of doing this game. It's been, I don't know, a good 3.5 years now, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
of doing this with at least the core group, you guys, and then bringing you in, Matt. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all around and
Mhm.
here. I wish to continue gaming with you all and doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
That being said,
Cheers to that.
cheers to
Mhm.
that. I will be having a scotch after this. I do not drink in D&D. I don't D&D and D.
No, you
The-
DD and D&D.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, I am the designated dungeon. No, DDM D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Designated dragon.
I'm the designated dragon. That's what you call me, baby. That being said, I love you all. I'll see you in the new year. Do you dare to imagine? Have a good night.
Have you ever fought a dragon and stormed its mountain lair? Have you ever killed a vampire and seen the evil in its lair? Have you ever sought adventure and couldn't find it anywhere? Well, here's the answer to your call. We're gonna die a bear. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Rah!